Our last panel is going to be Georgios Filiopoulos from Enterprise Greece, which is another of our gold sponsors.
Glad to be here among such a distinguished group of speakers, panelists, and such a great audience. And I'm here to talk to you about investment opportunities in Greece. And there is a lot to talk about with investor confidence at a new high regarding Greece, and the country making an impressive rebound in the wake of the pandemic. In today's presentation, I will start by presenting Greece's economic rebound and unique investment proposition for international investors. I will highlight selected recent flagship projects and key sectors for potential investment. And finally, I would like to say a few words about our agency, Enterprise Greece, and the services that we offer to investors who come to Greece. Greece's economy is rebounding at a stronger than expected pace. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic and its effects on the world economy, Greece's GDP grew by 8.3% in 2021 and is expected to grow by at least 4.9% this year. The country's positive prospects reflect the far-reaching reforms that Greece has undertaken in the past few years, including regulatory and tax reform and digitization of the state and the private sector. Greece's Recovery and Resilience Program, known as Greece 2.0, was among the first national recovery plans approved by the European Commission. Our minister has already talked about this, so I'm not going to focus more, just to mention that it includes more than 60 reforms and 100 projects, and is expected to funnel 32 billion into the Greek economy. International markets have reacted positively, and the international credit rating agencies have been steadily raising the ratings on Greece. And despite the pandemic, FDI and export performance have been on an upward trend. We have new records in 2021 in foreign direct investment. For the first time in the past 20 years. We reached almost 5 billion. This is 74% compared to last year, 2020, and it's a 13% increase from the record year of 2019 before the pandemic. In exports too, we have reached the record 40 billion of exports of goods in 2021, which is up 29.5%, almost 30% compared to 2020. Over the past 2 years, our country has undertaken further investment-friendly reforms. These include reduced taxation, labor market reforms, special tax incentives for foreigners to live in Greece, as well as streamlining regulations and cutting red tape on strategic and other investment projects. In a recent survey, about 6 months ago, I think, of foreign investors carried out by EY, the views of the international investment community on Greece were overwhelmingly positive. For the first time, Greece was included in the top 10 investment destinations in Europe. And the country has jumped ahead in several categories, something that reflects the ongoing efforts of the government for reforms and further improvement of the business environment. Over the last 2 years, we have also welcomed a number of flagship investments from major multinationals. I think our Secretary General has mentioned them already in detail. It's Cisco, Microsoft, Pfizer, Volkswagen, we talked about the Astypalea project. Very recently, JP Morgan acquiring Viva Wallet, and so on. And in the tourism sector, Blackstone recently acquired 5 hotels, and we have many more investment plans in our pipeline at Enterprise Greece that we cannot reveal at this time because of confidentiality agreements with the investors who have approached us. Oh. What happened? Sabotage? All right. I think that, all right, Chris. All right. Well, Greece presents a unique investment proposition. All right, again, here we go. It takes a little more effort than I expected originally, but let's see. Well, okay. Well, since technology is not helping, I'll keep. Yeah, what happened?
So this one here.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Forward and back on there. Forward and back.
All right. Well, it wasn't technology; it was me. So. So the country offers an excellent geostrategic location at the crossroads of 3 continents. It's a natural gateway to Europe for Asian and African countries, and is already an economic, transport and energy hub for Southeast Europe. Greece is a member of the European Union and the Eurozone. It boasts a well-developed infrastructure and high-caliber human resources. Foreign direct investment and exports, as I said, have reached new highs, and these are combined with Greece's low cost and asset prices. The country offers a range of investment opportunities in the traditional sectors of the Greek economy, as well as emerging business sectors. I would say that Greece's human capital is the country's biggest asset. Greeks are well educated, with the 4th highest enrollment in tertiary education among OECD countries. Foreign language skills are also widespread. More than 60% of Greeks speak at least one foreign language. And the percentage of STEM graduates in Greece is also above the OECD average. Now, the economic rebound is framed by the country's ambitious Green Deal and Greece 2.0, the recovery plan that will create new growth industries into green energy projects, digitalization, health and education. At the same time, Greece continues to reform and modernize its economy. This means everything from overhauling the judicial system to liberalizing labor regulation to making Greek universities more competitive and more innovation-oriented. At the heart of our vision for the future is the ambitious Green Deal. 2 main goals that we have, to enhance energy security in the region and to help combat climate change. That means Greece is welcoming a range of energy-related projects, from pipelines to power grids, from wind farms to energy conservation. Greece currently offers excellent opportunities for investment in a range of sectors. Greece's property sector is seen as one of the Mediterranean's hottest investment prospects, with growth in all asset classes: residential, hospitality, commercial and industrial. Agribusiness is another major driver in the Greek export success of the last decade, and is increasingly attracting investment in upgraded production, marketing, and distribution. Greek food products are benefiting from rising consumer awareness about the health benefits of the Mediterranean diet, and specifically Greek diet. And I have already spoken about the clean energy, and other speakers before me have developed this issue in detail. As I mentioned earlier, Greece is an important transport and logistics hub for the region, and Greece is likewise becoming a hub for regional business headquarters and also for shared services and business process outsourcing like call centers. We have seen various investment projects in these sectors in the past 2 years at Enterprise Greece, and we think that we will see a lot more in the coming months. I would like to mention another major sector, which is the film and TV production. Greece is taking off as a location for film and TV production. We have seen several projects in the past couple of years. In my hometown, Thessaloniki, I think currently there is a major movie production taking place, which makes me happy. And well, we offer a generous rebate scheme, great locations, and a mild climate that allows year-round filming and production. In conclusion now, a few words about Enterprise Greece and what we can do for you, for the investor community. We are the National Investment and Trade Promotion Agency. We operate under the supervision of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And we offer a set of integrated services for investors. We are a one-stop shop for foreign investors who consider Greece. I would start by mentioning the rich portfolio of projects that we have. At this point, we have more than 300 projects by Greek owners who are looking for either investors or strategic partners in all sectors of the Greek economy. So you name the sector, we have the projects. And what we do is that we try to meet the requirements of the investors with the projects that we have available. And then if both sides, this takes place under strict confidentiality for both sides. If both sides get a short description of either the investor or the project owner, if they show interest, then we facilitate a meeting, and then we let them negotiate directly. We get involved as an agency only if both sides ask us to do so with a specific mandate. And then we have another important service, which is to mediate between the investor and the Greek state and the Greek state agencies. So if an investor, for instance, faces a problem with public administration or a state agency, they can come to us, they file a request, and then we take it from there. And by law, the state agencies that are involved in this issue have to provide us with an answer with specific details and the timetable for the solution of the problem. Besides that, we help in the preparation of customized investment proposals. We give advice on available financing tools and all the investment incentives that are offered for investors who plan to do an investment to invest in Greece. Either they come these incentives from the Greek state or from European Union funds. And as I said, we provide a one-stop shop for investors, and we would welcome you to take advantage of the services that we offer. They're free of charge. So I invite you to Greece to see for yourself the many business opportunities that our country offers. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. It's hard to know how to top that, really. But if anybody wants to ask a question, yes, please. Why don't we have these two?
Hi, thank you very much. Given it's the last talk of the day and the type of audience you've got here, how do you wish to collaborate with members of the Greek diaspora in order to make the initiative such as the Enterprise Greece, to make it even more successful and to make it more targeted towards the type of companies we want to attract and the exact companies we want to attract and who we want to approach, so we can be even more proactive and more specific. Looks like we have created a very investable universe and a country that attracts interest. So how can we now be selected and not just have money coming in, but smart money and be targeted in our approach? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Let me say here that we view the Greek diaspora as instrumental to achieving our goals, because we have seen that in all, or I would say in the vast majority of the major investments in Greece, somewhere in the process, a Greek is involved. It doesn't matter if it's a multinational company. It's probably an executive, a Greek executive who works in this multinational company and then talks within his or her organization, discusses the potential of an investment in Greece and directs the company towards an investment in Greece. So for us, the Greek diaspora is a very important on this, and we have started taking steps in like approaching the Greek diaspora. This event is a part of this process. I would say that if you see the actions that we have taken as an organization in the past couple of years, we have cooperated with our consulates, with our embassies abroad, with organizations that can help us reach the Greek diaspora in major diaspora centers around the world, Australia, North America, UK, Brussels, and so on, Germany. And we hope that we will be able to intensify these efforts as travel restrictions are lifted and we are able to get in better touch with the various diaspora communities. Let me also say that a few months ago we cooperated into creating an event, The Greeks Are Back, that took place in Athens with 50 executives from various Greek diaspora communities who came to Athens, got information about the new business environment and so on. So you will see a lot more in the next coming months.
And one more question from the lady in green.
Thank you very much. A very interesting introduction, and thank you. I would like to share with you some of my experience because of my almost 25 years of practice in Greece as a lawyer and here in London as solicitor. I think the biggest problem which inhibits investors to invest in Greece right now is the judicial system. I believe that you should enforce more mediation. Mediation has to be injected in the mentality of Greek people and Greece in general, because of course the tax parameter is very, very important, but I would say more important is to have a speedy court decisions and a quick judicial system. This is extremely important, and because I'm a mediator in Greece as well, I would say that it's not, in order for the Greek reality to come to the, to accelerate, to have the perception of the reality we have here in the UK as regards the judicial system and how you have to solve your disputes in a different and more speedy way, it needs some pushing from the authorities, I think, towards that direction. So I believe that you should push a little bit more mediation to be more of a rule than an option that we have as we speak. That's the first. And the second is there any criteria upon which you decide on the kind of investors that they would like to invest, you would prefer to invest in Greece? Or is there any priority, let's say, in multinational companies as opposed to private equity investors? Is there any profile that you support more or less of investor?
All right, thank you for the question, and let me ask from the second. Let me begin from the second part, and say that we welcome all kinds of investors as long as they are legitimate and they work within the rule of law. So we welcome small investors, big investors, multinationals. There is no specific preference. Let me go to the first part of your question regarding the judicial system. I think that the government is well aware of this issue, and there are ongoing efforts to reform the judicial system, make it speedier. And regarding now the mediation part, I think that there has been a strong effort by the government to promote mediation, but you're a Greek, you know that mediation is not part of the Greek mentality in the negotiation process. It's more of like you win, I lose thing. So I think it will take some time before it is established as a form of solving problems. And I think, as I said, that it's not so much a matter of government initiative. I think it's more of a cultural thing.
May I add up here, because I'm experiencing that on a daily basis. I believe that as far as the government initiates sanctions, as we have here, for instance, in the UK, when one of the parties does not help to solve the dispute amicably or on an alternative way, they are sanctioned with the costs. Something similar has to take place in Greece as well in that respect, to my opinion. So whoever does not opposes mediation, they have to be penalized in a way with the costs of the procedure. Something similar.
This goes beyond my range of expertise. I'm not a judicial
You
expert, so I would...
you may have to raise it with the government directly.
Yeah, and I wouldn't feel comfortable to respond to it because I don't really know the right measures.
Okay, and I think we should probably, that's a good point at which to draw a line. Thank you very much, Mr. Filiopoulos.